Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse for tonight's ACHA hockey game. It's the Keene State Owls and the Engineers from RPI on RPI TV. The visiting Owls come in at 2-1 overall, winners of their last two games against Providence 4-2 and Northeastern 5-3. They lost their opener to St. Anselm 5-4. Engineers have won two in a row. They're 5-1-0-1. They rebounded from a 4-1 loss to New Hampshire, their only regulation loss of the year, on the 6th of October to beat the Wildcats up in Durham, New Hampshire 5-4 last weekend, and they also defeated Boston University 8-1 the next day here. That was on Sunday. Back to action here on a Friday night in Troy. And a rivalry game of sorts. These two teams have met numerous times throughout the history of the RPI ACHA program. And they meet here. Keene in the red with white and gray trim, red helmets. RPI in their home whites with black primarily and red. Tipped in deep by the Owls, number 6, Mario Serra. It'll be chased down by Zach Schaller for the Engineers. Schaller in the corner, trying to stick handle away from some trouble. Over for Max Kastenbaum. And the 6'3" Kastenbaum can't get it out. In fact, a shot comes in. First save of the game for Austin Egri is turned away. Now a puck dumped in. Keene State wants to get a partial change. Kastenbaum back to pick it up for RPI. Working it up the wall, lost it there, centering, and now not being able to handle it as Egri skips on through. It'll be swatted out to center ice. D-to-D pass there from Noah Sanders. Across for Joey Silva. And now back come the Engineers. Quick shot blocked away, and the try by Woods. That's Chase Woods, the team's leading scorer. Had a rip at that one. 16 points through 7 games for Woods. 7 goals and 9 assists. Here is Woods, the freshman walking his way in. Couldn't get that shot away. Whacked down out to neutral ice. Here's Campbell. Brady Campbell with it for RPI. Another freshman out of Malta. Gets it as far as the Keene State blue line. Right back in come the Owls. Carignan. And his shot easily sticked away. And now behind the goal, Owls trying to set something up. Good stick there by Kama. Trying to speed his way out of the zone was Evan Kama. It'll be gathered in by Campbell. Flip to the open wing. It'll be tracked down there by Philip Sweeney. Puck just sits on the blue line. They're onside. Zach Watkins into the zone for Keene State. Hit his skate. Slapped along. Chris Saverdis, grad student, played behind. Picked off there. One-timer and a save by Egri. That developed out of nothing there. This will be gloved down, and a hand pass will be called. 17-19 to go first period. Early chance for the Owls. That's been it so far in what is expected to be a very tight game throughout. We'll see how that goes. This the only game of the weekend for the RPI ACHA team. Other clubs have a chance to catch up in the games played department. RPI has already played 7 games, whereas teams like Keene State and their opponent last week, BU, have only played a handful, 2 or 3. You only play so many in the year overall, so Engineers will play the 1-game weekend. Get back to it next weekend with a pair. They head to Boston College next Saturday, not tomorrow, next Saturday, and then Sunday they are home against UMass Amherst. Puck just sits on the dot, side of the cage. Tight angle shot stopped by Egri off the stick of Gustafson. Now a shot way over the top from the point, and that'll leave the play, leave the ice sheet here. 16:51 to go. First period, Keene State has had the slight edge here in puck possession, offensive zone time. To start things out, Olivieri to take the draw here. against Chris Bertone. A goal and an assist for 2 points through 3 games. Backtracking to their own zone are the Owls. Swept into the zone by De Cristoforo. Alex Kim getting roughed up in the near corner. Olivieri over to help out. And Louis Olivieri finds. That was Ryan, excuse me. That one will hop up in the air. And we swat right back into RPI territory. Montemurlo had it for a moment. He'll be dragged behind the goal. Now we get a whistle here and a penalty. High stick is going to be the call. He's calling a penalty. I thought, okay, not played with a high stick. A high sticking call here. So power play for RPI, their first for either team. Engineers so far this season are scorching hot, 35.3%, 12 out of 34. So it's one thing the opposition, at least at this point in the year, doesn't want to do, put the Engineers on the man advantage. Right now, Keene State has. See what they can do. Here's Woods. I mentioned earlier, 16 points on the year through just the 7 games. Mitch Borgery back to Woods. Wrist shot high and wide. Here's Kim. Back up top to Mitch Borgery. Power play quarterback there. Is that a shot and a goal from Kim? The netminder tested in C. It's 1-0 Engineers on the man advantage. Great shot there by Kim as he picks up goal number 2 on the year. I don't think Testa expected him to shoot. I'm not sure many folks on the ice expected Kim to take that shot. So many snipers out there. But it was Kim who buried it. Great shot just under the bar. And it's 1-0 Engineers here. Another power play goal for RPI. That's their 40th goal of the year, and 13 have come on the man advantage. Engineers averaging a little over 5.5 goals a game coming in, and this one was fired in on goal from center ice, gathered in by Zach Schaller. There's a shot and a glove save. We got a hook coming up. Oh, a slash. Well, we'll see Keene State's power play now, and the Engineers, well, their PK has been as bad as their power play has been good. Engineers killing off just 64.9% of their penalties. But this is actually on Keene State. They haven't taken the previous penalty off the board yet. So it should be 5-on-4. There they have. So take what I said back about the Engineers penalty kill. They're back on the power play. They're 1-for-1 tonight. Wrist shot over the top of the cage from Horner. Here's Ryan, bouncing puck. Gathered in by Olivieri. Keene State trying to clear. Glove down nicely by Craig Montemurlo. Worked up the wall. Down low, Olivieri. He'll work his way into the corner, then find the skates of Ryan. Ryan stick handles free. Jack Ryan into the middle, and a lifted a pass for Horner, couldn't corral it. Chance for Keene State to clear, they do. All the way down. Stopped up by Egri. As they break to center, here is Mitch Borgery. 8 goals, 7 assists for 15 points for Borgery, which would lead just about any other team except for when you have a guy like Chase Woods leading the way with 16. There's a shot through traffic save. Might not have got to the netminder, in fact, Testa. And Schaller had a second effort anyway. It didn't make it to goal either. Another clearance here, 52 to go on the power play. Left for Schaller. Borgery. Flying into the zone is Woods. Woods will wrap it around, but no one's home at the point, so Borgery will have to go back to neutral ice to pick it up. 30 to go in the power play. Borgery dangling his way in. Holds up at the wall, finds Schaller some room, trying to force it down low into the leg. Engineers maintain possession. Kim, the goal scorer previously. Across for Borgery. He just wing it across near side. Gathered in by Woods. Backdoor pass. Schaller trying to corral. Took a little too long, but he did. By the time he did, Testa was able to gather. Now Woods again. 4 to go in the power play. Chase Woods spinning. Power play over. Engineers 1 for 2 with a lead 1-0 on their earlier man advantage tally. Now Kim will fire it back in. RPI will change all 5. Big Carroll off the end boards. Picked up there. Trying to walk it in was Bernese, and he fires it back through. Nobody home. Swatted around behind for Sanders. Noah Sanders up the wall in the air. Glove down at center ice. Swatted back in by Zaverdes, who takes a hit but gets it deep. Wrapped around by Federico. Stolen away in the slot. Wolmer, one hands one in towards goal. What a save by Testa. As Wolmer found Bernese in and steered it on goal. Testa had to make a point-blank stop. He was able to keep it out. Not quite 8 minutes into period number 1. It's 1-0 RPI. They've already had 2 power plays so far. Now some adjustments need to be made with the pegs on the right post of the Keene State goal. So we'll have a bit of a delay here. Testa's undefeated. He's 2-0, 250 goals against, but just a .762 save percentage. Now, sometimes save percentages can be a little bit off early on in seasons. That might be what we have here. There's a couple of saves there, though, for Testa. Puck comes free. Zaverdes, a drive into the pile. And you can't imagine that one's going to get through. It didn't. Penalty coming up here on RPI. It's going to be a hook. Well, that looked like another hook to me, like I saw earlier, but they're calling it a slash again. I guess really doesn't matter. Olivieri to the box, 11:43 to go in the period. First power play for Keene State, and now I'll tell you that the Engineers are a tick under 65% killing off penalties on the year, which is not a good number. Olivieri was the guilty party. Now a puck thrown towards the middle of the ice, stolen away by Zach Schaller and cleared all the way down. Anyway, Carlin Testa, the starting goalie, 2-0, 250 goals against, 762. Excuse me, save percentage. For RPI, Austin Egger, he's making his 4th start. He is 2-1, 286 goals against, 917 save percentage. That's the best on the team among the goalies. Basically between him and Liam McBain. McBain at just under 90% on the year, 897. Stick handling through the neutral zone, and it's going to be carried in by Silva. He gets wrapped up. Now a one-timer is partially fanned on, hit the back of the net, came off the stick of Carignan. Owls working it down low. Up top. And now Carignan again. Backdoor feed. Walking in front. A shot over the top from Carignan. This will leave the zone. Dominic Federico to pick it up. Turning at center ice. It'll be lifted along for Silva. Joey Silva takes a hit from Zaverdes. He'll try to clear it out far side. It does. Gathered in by the man that just came over the boards, Mario Serra. A goal and 2 assists on the, or excuse me, a goal and 1 assist for Sarah on the season. Now a wrist shot, just thrown off the end boards, picked up by Kim. He'll try and clear it out far side, and he'll get just enough on it to do so. Federico backing up in his own zone. Tie up in front of the Keene State bench. The Owls have it again with another 11 seconds to go on the power play. Lusignan gets as far as the RPI line. Now he'll carry in. And now we get a whistle and an offside. 1 second to go on the Olivieri penalty. Door was open. He was ready to jump back on the ice, but no, they'll have to wait till they drop the puck now. Neutral zone face-off. Olivieri ready to jump. He's out of the box. Engineers are 1 for 1 on the kill. It's fired in. Egri has to knock it away. Another one pops up off the stick of Egri, and here's Jack Ryan. Ryan on the move. Fed through. Slap shot coming. Horner off the stick of Olivieri. Could have been expecting that puck to just show up on his tape, and now we get a whistle. It might have gone up in the netting. 9:19 to go first period. RPI and Keene State battling it out for the first time this year. Engineers do make a return trip. They play at the Keene Community Ice Arena on February 1st. It's a 7:30 start. It's a Friday night in Keene, New Hampshire. Of course, members of the ACHA, both of these teams, so a conference game. Oh, big hit along the wall there as Borgery was upended. Now Chase Woods gives it back to him. Touch pass into a 2-on-1. Borgery has Schaller with him. Drop pass for Woods, and that pass handcuffed him. Couple of jams, and Woods celebrates, but they're going to say that one, pegs were off, goalie interfered with. There's a few things to be wrong with that play. Now they need to separate Woods, who's on top of the netminder Testa there. To his credit, the puck probably did cross the line at some point, but there was just far too much wrong with that play. Well, that was his own man, and the net came off. That can't be a goal. I don't even know if it went in. You can see it, puck sitting there in the blue area. Yeah, not much of an argument for RPI there. Woods tried to sell it, celebrating, but to his credit, it was the Keene State player who ran into the netminder Testas. So if that's all that happened, and then the puck went in and it didn't come off its pegs, that should be an RPI goal, but that's not what happened. And like I said, we didn't even have any evidence that the puck crossed the line, and there's no video review in ACHA hockey. So all those things considered, not a goal. Here's Montemerlo. The RPI still leading by the single goal. Lobbed in the air, gloved down by Miller. Puck leaves the zone. So Keene State needs to touch up. Now there's a trip away from the puck. No one else saw that but me. Back comes Miller. Feeding it down ice. Woods the lone man into chase. Thrown it in front, but nobody there except for Owls. And De Cristoforo will clear. Now Sarah into the RPI zone. Centering pass all the way through. One-timer and a glove save by Egri. Saw it real well on the slap shot from Tim Page. Who's looking for his first goal of the year. Does have an assist. He's played all 3 games for Keene State. Under 8 to go first period. RPI leading the Keene State Owls 1-0. Wrist shot from the point, redirected, and a stop by Egri. That one was headed high and then took a nasty redirection on the way through. This will be icing. But Egri with a huge left pad stop there. I didn't see the forward who got the deflection on the shot, but it was a good one. looked to be about waist or hip height on the goalie, Egri, and it took a severe dive towards ice level. He was able to make the save. Bernasian out to center on the carry. He'll move it in. 3-on-3 as they hit the line. Trying to swat it in front. Campbell took a bit of a gamble there. Now back comes Keene State, 3-on-2. Defended very well there by Zaverdis. They're not out of the woods yet. There's a shot that deflects wide. Rebound to the side of the cage, and that one wasn't on goal. Now we got a penalty coming up. Tripping is the call. It'll be the second power play for Keene State here as David Woolmer heads to the box. The Troy, New York native shakes his head all the way to the sin bin. 7:21 to go first period, 1-0 RPI, and as I mentioned, the second man advantage opportunity for Keene State here in succession. Clearing effort all the way down from Olivieri. Another clearance by the Engineers. Olivieri plays it back, and then Kim plays it forward. They'll skip through the defenseman Sanders, and now pestering his Horner. Puck moved out towards center ice. And then dumped right back in, 1:15. Not much doing so far on this Keene State power play. And now maybe a 2-on-1 power play chance. Fed across, it trickles in the goal. Certainly not the cleanest, but Keene State doesn't care, and there's some pushing and shoving after the puck went in. There's going to be a penalty here. And so it's going to be a power play goal. And to make matters worse for RPI, we're going to have a cross check on Woods. So both teams are now 1 for 2. Another look at the goal. It hit the chest of, I believe, number 18, Lusignan. So Andrew Lusignan picks up the goal. And we're tied. First of the year for Lusignan. It's from Brigham. That's all it says. I'm guessing that's in New Hampshire. But who knows? So back-to-back power plays here as the Engineers take a penalty on the celebration. Post-goal, there's a huge hit by Olivieri. Holy smokes, now a chance. Short-handed breakaway. Here comes Zaverdis, a save. Testa makes the stop. And now back comes Keene State the other way. Fed in front all the way through. Well defended by Borgery. Did enough to tie up the stick there. It'll be wired down ice by the Engineers. I don't know if Olivieri was going to get an assist on that play, but he absolutely threw one of the biggest clean hits you're going to see around these parts. There's a shot and a save by Egri. Halfway through this third Keene power play. There's Chase Wood. Hello. Face-off win. Well, hit a skate, and they'll stay in the zone. Down low from Joe Nutting. Back up top. Well, they're at the wall. Now they go to Sanders. Back for Sweeney. Sweeney back to Sanders. Center blue line shot deflected on goal. Egri makes the save. The deflection really took the meat out of that shot. Didn't have a whole lot on it by the time it got to Egri, but he had to react to the change in direction. Face-off win by the Owls here. Back to the point for Carignan. He'll snap it right back down low. Now a shot and a glove saved by Egri. He went across. He didn't get his body there, but he got the glove and robbed Sweeney there. Talk about a shot being a good height for a goalie. That was a good height. It was middle of the way up the goal, maybe just south of that, and Egri had his glove in the right spot, made the save. Still another 20 seconds on the power play, I think. All the way around they go. Shot in the right pad, stopped by Egri, keeping this a tie game. It's 5 to go in the power play. Trying to walk his way in. That's nutting all the way around. Penalties over. 1 for 3 now are the Owls, and there's about 4 minutes to go in the first period. Chopped loose by Olivieri. Fakes a slap shot, walks his way in, trying to center. Chiarella in the far corner. Jack Chiarella. Sophomore out of Ocean Township, New Jersey. Can't track that one down. High off the glass, glove down by Montemurlo. Right back down low for Olivieri. Twisting and turning, trying to center for Horner. That's broken up. Horner gets it again. Now Ryan. Ryan around the goal. Still on it. Feeds it back to the point. Kim wants another. Deflected wide by Horner. Ryan out in front for Horner. No. Back to Montemurlo. To the point it goes. And now Kim lost sight of the puck. Kind of spun around on his way as he and Montemurlo swapped points. And Engineers do a good job just keeping that play alive in the offensive zone. Now Montemurlo ties his man up. Puck loose, circle, clearing effort. No, kept in by Montemurlo. This is a good shift here by this group for the Engineers, as it's finally worked out to center. Kim spins it up ice, tipped into the zone. It'll be chased down here, actually covered up by Testa. 2:48 to go in period number 1. We get a stoppage, 1-1. RPI and Keene State, both teams scoring on the power play. Engineers 1 for 2 so far, and Keene State 1 for 3. We have a draw coming up in the Keene State zone. One forward, Borchery misses wide left. We've seen him do that before. Just walk that face-off forward, and he hasn't scored on it yet this year here at the Houston Fieldhouse, but he's gotten awfully close like he did there. Now Borchery back for Woods, no. Swatted at by Woods, poked to the corner by Drew Merrick. And again, RPI able to keep the line for now, although chance to break out here for Jake Clark. He'll feed it down ice. This will be played by the netminder Egri, kept in by Keene State. Fed towards goal, Egri makes a save, bouncing puck in the slot, backhanded on goal again. And Egri's gonna cover this one up. Looked harmless to begin with, but then a couple of chances there in front of goal. And Borchery just, well, tosses the opponent's stick away. 2:06 left in the first. A couple of good opportunities there and on the previous power play for Keene State, but to potentially take a lead. Austin Egri making a couple big stops, shorthanded in there, a couple of back-to-back backhanders down low. Face-off win by the Owls, but it jumps right out of the zone. Gathered in at center ice by Tim Page. Now a giveaway. Bernasian gets taken down in the slot, but it's picked up again by Wolmer. Backhanded through to the point, kept in by Zaverdis. Spinning puck will trickle behind the cage. Fed around, and now Keene State looks to break out to center. Good connection. And now walking in, a shot in the right pad, saved by Egri, trying to gather it in, and he does. There's a partial breakaway there for Lesignan, who already has a goal tonight. although the goalie scored, I think hit him in the chest. And I don't know if he knew much about it at the time, but it went in. Tip towards center ice. A coming together of sticks between Olivieri and Gustafsson. And now here's Ryan, threw it off the back of the cage. Poked further by Cody Lapis. And now played along by De Cristoforo. Bottled up at center, carried on by the Engineers. Too far for Horner, but he'll track it down. Left back for Ryan. Pass eludes him. Sent cross ice, and it'll be gathered in by Page, who shoots deep, and this will be icing because he wasn't across the red line. 48.7 to go. Keene State thinks that was tipped on its way down. But I'm not sure if we're going to get a change. We are. One of the officials must have seen it was tipped because they're negating the icing here. They're sending the face-off to center. Montemurlo behind the goal. On further for Miller. Miller an indirect, can't get it out of the zone. Second effort does from Woods. Shot back in, stopped by Egri. Here's Kim. Spun to the corner. Montemurlo. Pass Borgerie, kept in. Now a one-on-one down low. Save, no, it's in there. 2-1 Keene State. As that was just a matter of RPI not being able to clear, and it's the same man who scored the first goal, Lusignan, who picks up the second. Found himself one-on-one. I think he surprised Egri with a backhand. No, he just squeezed it on through. No, second shot. Egri made the save. And then second try on the rebound made it 2-1. So with 16 to go in the period, Keene State has its first lead. And what you might call a bit of a lackluster opening period for RPI. Here's a shot, hit a skate. Olivieri trying to clear, hit his own man in front of him. That one thrown towards the cage, hit a leg. And the first period's over. So the Engineers came out some scoring chances in this one. And as we take another look, the top-down view on the goal. It's a blocker save, and then stuffing it in on the second try was Lusignan. Yeah, not the best first period for RPI, but they have 40 minutes left to try and correct things. It's 2-1 Keene State. You're watching RPI ACHA hockey on RPI TV. Here we go, period number 2, RPI and Keene State from the Houston Fieldhouse. Thank you for joining us on this fine Friday evening. It is family weekend here at RPI. Plenty of folks in town. A lot of them will see tomorrow night's varsity game, which you can watch here on RPI TV as well, as the Engineers take on UConn. Already close to 4,000 tickets sold for that game, so closing in on a sellout tomorrow night. Here's a shot over the top, deflected on a try by Horner. Draw coming up in the zone here to our right. Keene State has a 2-1 lead. They scored very late in that first period to take the 2-1 advantage. On a defensive zone turnover by RPI. Had a couple of those that were not punished by Engineers, but the final one of the period they were. Made it 2-1. Zavernus scrapping here. Miller trying to track it down. It's kept in nicely by the Owls. It'll ring around behind the goal. Campbell tied up there. Works up the boards for Bourgery. Touch pass off the wall for Woods. Woods to Miller. Good connection to center ice. Here comes Mike Miller. He'll flip it behind the goal. Now a jam try, side of the cage. Going to be covered up by the blocker hand of Carlin Testa. Shots in that first period were 17-8 in favor of Keene State. Austin Eggery did all he could to try and keep this one tied, but in the end he was beaten on a one-on-one play, and a rebound shot at that. Both goals in the period were scored by Andrew Lesignan for Keene State. Two-on-two from the Engineers left to right. Kama tried to center it, came off of Bernaysian and went wide. And now a penalty coming up here. Who are they going to get? An Engineer touched the puck last, so it appears it's on an Engineer. Palms up is Wolmer as he heads to the box for the second time tonight for roughing. Fourth power play for Keene State coming up right now, their first of the period, not 2 minutes into the second. A chance to add to their lead. Diving play, but Ryan can't clear the zone. He continues to pester. Now a drive to the net and a save by Eggery, and the net comes off. Kyle Carignan just walked his way in. Nobody picked him up, and he tried to make a move past Eggery. Eggery stuck with him all the way. And the puck eventually went wide of the goal, and I think Eggery made a left pad save. Just 9 seconds into the power play, already a pretty good chance for the Owls, who have looked like the better team so far through 22 minutes or so. What's going on here? I have no idea. Shot and a glove save. That one came off the stick of Noah Sanders. Who could not have his jersey tucked any deeper into the back of his pants. There is a 4 peeking out of there. Cross ice feed, good stick there by Horner to break it up. Now back behind the goal. Sweeney comes all the way through off the wall. Sweeney again, centering, backhander, blocked away again by Horner. 1:18 to go on the power play, and a clearing effort from Campbell. A lot of youth and then a lot of seniority there with Zaverdis and 3 freshmen killing off the penalty, at least the first half of it. New group out there now for the Engineers. Zaverdis, a grad student, went to Stony Brook, played D1 ACHA hockey. This will be shot in. Bouncing puck, Kim can't clear. Allows Keene State to set things up. Carignan has it. Wrister and a blocker save. Juggled and held by Egri. 33 to go on the power play. Engineers at 5-1-0-1 on the year. Great start. But they'll need to pick up their play here in this one if they want to get the win against these Owls. Always a good game between these two teams, and we're seeing it again tonight. Fed up top. There's a wrist shot off the glove of Egri on the try by Mike Boldy. Just a wrist shot there. Trying to set up a screen in front. There's a puck redirected by Schaller. Wide. Gathered in again. Sarah. Wrister save, rebound pops away. Slap shot coming, that one hit the shin pad of Kim. It'll be fed right back down low. Penalties over, Engineers kill it off. Now 1 for 4 are the Owls. Sarah up the boards, nearly stolen away, but kept in. Now fed in front, what a stop by Egri, penalty coming up. But Austin Egri with a great glove save, and now the Engineers are going right back on the kill. It's a hooking call this time. And you have to imagine Egri can only hold on for so long. Engineers need to be a little bit more disciplined here. So this time it's Kama in the box for hooking. Collapsing is the power play. Save made. 2 on the left pad by Egri. Oh my goodness. Keene State still on the attack. Looking to wrap it in front. Egri makes the save and holds on. That time it was Joey Silva looking for goal number 2 on the year. And Egri wasn't having any of that. 30 seconds into this power play. The 5th of the game for Keene State. There's Evan Kama for RPI. A freshman from Sloatsburg, New York. Now a wrist shot fired wide. Picked up here by Woods, and he'll play it softly down ice. But missing the Owls that were there trying to slow it down. A little bit of speed through the neutral zone. Closed off by Zaverdis. Moved on further. Lesignan drops it back. A shot by a save. Rebound! And that one's kept out as well, and it'll be covered up by Egri. Miller ended up with his stick underneath Austin Egri. But he got over to make another save. Another eventful power play here for Keene State, although they haven't scored, obviously. I've had a couple of these where I feel like they maybe should have scored, but no, Egri continues to shut the door. Sarah back to the point. Wrist shot coming this time, and a blocker save by Austin Egri. Shots continue to pile up. Here's Harmon. Harmon top of the circle. Wrister and a goal right through the wickets. I think it was a clean goal for Aaron Harmon, his 2nd of the year. And it's 3-1, a power play tally for the for Keene State. They're 2 for 5 now. And it's a 3-1 game. Tipped in deep here by the Engineers. Ryan, he'll chase. Rung around by Keene State. And now they move it to center, Gustafson. Pass was behind the intended target to Cristofolo. But they get it deep anyway. Race for the puck. Clark's going to get there. He'll lift it in the air and all the way down and out of play even. Face-off win. Fanning on the shot was Woods, but he finds the puck and moves it down low. Chase Woods in the corner. Borgerie. Indirect to the point. Campbell. Shot hit his shin pad back out to center. Engineers touch up. Keene State takes over. Silva up the wall. Gathered in by Campbell. He'll feed it far side, kept in there by Watkins. And now gathered in, no. Behind the cage, Zaverdis. And this will be icing on RPI. Popped in the air, glove down. Carried on further. Carignan. Glove save made by Egri. He'll hold on to it there. Another shot comes in. Egri sees this one and holds it. All Keene State right now with 12:26 to go in the second period. Engineers need a pick-me-up from somebody. This one's lifted along by Mark Perez. I haven't seen much from this fourth unit for RPI so far, but they've been trailing, so RPI looking for offense from somebody. Skips off the boards, kept in, shot in a pad saved by Egri. Page, all the way around it goes. Knocked down by Perez, can't corral it. To the point, to Cristoforo. Now a shot comes in. Wow, what a redirection. Philip Sweeney with his fourth goal of the year. He steered that one out of the air and past Egri. A superb tip of the puck. And it's 4-1. Holy cow. 11:37 to go in the second. Let me see that again. Oh boy, off the shaft of his stick and right under the crossbar. Can't do any better than that. I doubt Egri even saw it coming, and there's not much he could do about it, even if he did. Beat him high, blocker side. And you look up at the scoreboard and say 4 goals in less than half the game. Certainly not at all the fault of the RPI netminder, who's been terrific in this one. The Engineers find themselves in a very big hole here. But still time, and they still have the talent. We've seen them there. Like I said, they're averaging 5.5 goals a game at the other end of the ice, so anything is possible. Especially with this much time to go. Here's Schaller. Chipped up the boards. Horner trying to give it back, and another whistle. What's the call here? No. I don't know what this was. Maybe a bit of over officiating here. I don't know what he saw. Anyway. Face off in the neutral zone. Campbell. Gets it ahead to Miller. Tried to go cross ice with it. Stolen away. And now back come the Owls. Here's a shot and a save by Egri. Rebound picked up by Miller. Shoots it off the boards. Stolen right back. Slot. Shot. That one, I think, got a piece of Egri on the way through. Penalty coming up here on Keene State, and it's just what the doctor ordered for the Engineers. And Campbell thinks it's on him, but it's not. It's a hold on the Owls, I think. Holding the stick. It is on Campbell. Shot, that one blocked down. Another power play. They're 2 for 5, Keene State. There's a shot and a save. Rebound pops behind the goal. It's actually sitting on the back of the net, swatted away by Olivieri, and now kept in at the point by Sanders. And that one will leave the zone. Schaller back to pick it up. Just skips it past Federico. Stolen away, shorthanded. Bernasian. He'll play it back to Zaverdis. Backing up into his own zone. He flips it ahead. Pressuring his Kama. Picked up Bernasian again. Bernasian trying to work it up the wall. Kama just clears it to center. Now Boldy for Keene State. Dumping it in. Lesignan. Wraparound try on the far side and kept out by Egri. Andrew Lesignan looking for the hat trick. Couldn't quite steer it in. Face off one by Keene State again. Backhanded down low. Sarah to the point. Feel like the Engineers have been killing off penalties this whole game. This is their 6th. Now squeezing the pads together is Egri, as he denies Page there. Or make it Lusignan, rather. Montemerlo around the goal. Feeds it to the point, but not out. Diving play by Miller can't get the job done. Now a backdoor feed intercepted by Zaverdis. He'll chip it to the neutral zone. Montemerlo couldn't see it. Now he finds it and throws it off a glove. Walking in, a shot over the top. Breakout passes have not been good so far, but now Chase Woods the other way. That one went wide. Borgery with a slap shot, and that one's going to be held on to by Testa. And he does some pitch framing there with the glove. Face off here, shot trickles wide. Ryan. Trying to center, no. Worked along by the Owls. Flipped in deep. Schaller. And now Deitis up the boards. Here's Horner, chance for a 2-on-1 with Olivieri. Horner in a shot. Rebound off the side of the cage. Back out in front from Olivieri, no. Olivieri gets it back, trying to center. There's a man down that broke up the pass. It was turned into a 3-on-1 chance down low, but tight quarters, and I believe that was Jake Clark who was able to make the play. Now back in comes Horner. Puck trickling to the near half wall, backhanded in front. Off the pad, Olivieri in front, Horner, and it's held onto by Testa. Oh boy, the Engineers are going to want a couple of those chances back. Another look at, I believe, the first one here. A shot came. The rebound just bouncing on Olivieri. Couldn't quite get the angle on it. Looked like it hit the outside of the post. But he had an opportunity. Then there was one right after that as well. RPI unable to bury. Tie up here, comes free, Campbell a drive, another glove save by Testa. A little flyby from Chirella draws the ire of the Owls, but nothing else comes of that. Face off one by Keene State. Cleared to center ice. Zaverdis fed for Chirella. He'll shoot it in from center. Chase after. Kama had a whack at it. Bernasian got his arm tangled up and goes down. Zaverdis trying to keep it in. Does. Kicked at here and then moved out to center, but eventually be swept into the zone by Sanders. Or make that Merrick, rather. Campbell trying to chip it around his man. Gets it past one. He's into the zone with Chirella. Campbell on the move. The defenseman, a backhander and a save on the right side. Maybe a stick stop there by Testa. Now Montemurlo back to pick it up. Gathered in by Campbell. Pass too far out in front of Bernasian. And now Silva. On for Carignan. Poke free. Picked up by Woods. Engineers need to get him going. He doesn't often go a game without picking up a point, let alone a period. Now Woods in front, backhand try, no. Bit of a whirling dervish there from Chase Woods. Caught Testa off guard, but he couldn't get it past him. Wrist shot over the top of the net off the stick of Carignan. Now thrown towards goal, kind of a change up there, and Egri has to be on his toes. And he's able to gather that one in. 5:30 to go, second period, 4-1 Keene State. Owls are 2 for 6 on the power play. RPI just 1 for 2. So far. Not really the difference in the game, but RPI taking penalties has been one of the storylines here. Austin Egri's been great, but the Owls have been greater to this point. On comes Ryan. Moving out wide, trying to center for Olivieri. Kicked at, and now Olivieri on the puck. Ryan trying to dangle. Back for Olivieri. Trying to find it. Olivieri went down. Puck tipped out to center ice. Jonathan Deitis across for Schaller. Lifted up further and in deep. Now we get a whistle here and an offside. Face-off coming up. in the RPI zone. Campbell trying to clear. It's gloved down. It's going to be a hand pass. .436 left. Slapped in on goal. Egri makes the save. Thought about leaving it aside, but eventually covers. Behind the goal, Campbell nearly had his pocket picked. Chiarella's going to try and clear it out near side and does. Could be icing. Might wave it off. They're going to. No icing. Watkins to pick it up. He'll feed it up the far side. Now we get a penalty here away from the play. Borgery was hooked. And a power play for the Engineers. And really could not come at a better time. RPI in desperate need of a goal with a little under 4 to go in the period. If they can get one here, get a little more positive outlook on the third period if you're only down by 2. Engineers are 1 for 2 on the power play, none since the first. Here's Woods. Holding. Down low. Borgery. Across for Woods. Wrist shot coming and a save by Testa. His Woods got a real good rip at that one. But not the one time where he kind of took a half second to get that off and allowed Testa to get over. Still a good hard shot there from Woods. Kim. Woods. Borgery waiting. Up top, Kim a drive and a glove save by Testa. And he's not making any friends in the stands right now. Carlin Testa as he shows everyone the puck that he caught. Here's Woods. Gets it back. Down low. Borgery trades places with Chase Woods. Mitch Borgery holding. A little saucer pass for Kim. Looking. Down low. Schaller. Back to Kim. Up top, Borgery. Across for Woods. A minute to go in the power play. Up top, Borgery a drive high and wide. Schaller. Try to tip it back to the point. Bottle up there. Gets it back. Now down low for Miller. Mike Miller scrapes up the boards. Back to the point for Woods. Fakes a shot. Finds Borgery. And that puck leaves the zone. And now Borgery. Looks like he tried to take his man down. Backdoor feed, no. Short-handed. Gathered in. And now a chance maybe to break here. 3-on-2 for RPI. Woods into the zone. Drops it back. Borgery had his stick lifted. And now they both go down. Penalty coming up on RPI. Shot over the top of the net. And it will be touched up by Olivieri, and that'll do it for the power play. It's going to be a hold on Borgery. Had a little bit of everything going on in that power play. Some good, some bad. He was frustrated after letting the puck hop out of the zone, and then he took his man down in the neutral zone. So RPI 1 for 3 on the power play. Keene State about to go on its 7th opportunity in 16 seconds. We'll play 4-on-4 for the time being. Campbell behind the net, uses it as a screen, gets free, finds Olivieri, can't control. Carried on by Zaverdis, and they're onside. Zaverdis in, takes a shot, deflects in the air. Swatted back towards goal, but gathered in again by the Owls, and now they have another minute 40 of power play time. There's a 4-second difference between the penalty clock and the game clock, so RPI can potentially kill this off in its entirety in the period. There's a shot, hits the nets off here. That's about 6 inches off its pegs. If I'm Edgar, I'm not telling anybody. It's swatted out to center ice. Yeah, if you're Edgar, you just leave it there. It's sitting a good few inches off the peg. Now Kama near steal. And hopped over his stick. And centering pass. RPI net still not on the pegs. It is cleared out to center. I can't believe none of the officials have noticed this. But Keene State playing in their own end doesn't expedite the correction here. Kama flips it to center. Good shift here, shorthanded by Evan Kama. Now he'll carry it ahead shorthanded. As the man with him is Bernasian. Bernasian across. A shot that goes way wide. 20 seconds to go on the power play for Keene State. The RPI net has been off its peg for approximately most minute and a half. Now Chase Wood shorthanded, walking his way in. Good stick check there, and a penalty called by the back referee. It's going to be a slash. And so that'll do it for the power play. Maybe they'll fix the net now. Maybe Edgar will fix it on his own, knowing that a goal that goes by him might not count if the peg's off. No, he'll leave it. No, now Egri fixes the goal. I love it. It's just savvy, though, from Egri. He left the net off for the entire power play. Nothing really came near the RPI net anyway, but as a shot comes in from the point by Kim. But if it did go in, when it counted, and that was off. Anyway, period's over. RPI will have a power play to start the third. They are down by 3, but we've seen stranger things happen in this building. We'll step aside, be back with that third period. You're watching RPI ACHA Hockey and RPI TV. Third period about to get underway. The Engineers will begin the frame on the power play. For a minute 52. And RPI wins the draw. It snapped back to Kim. He has the only RPI goal tonight, his second of the year. Now here comes Zach Schaller, a little bit of speed. He'll slow up as he enters the zone. Schaller around behind for Borgery. Kim fakes the shot, finds Mitch Borgery. Back to Kim, a drive redirected in front. Woods, no. Rebound, they score! It's Miller! Just what they needed, a power play tally, and it's 4-2. Mike Miller. His second goal on the season to go along with 5 assists. Everyone had their attention on Woods, including the goalie Testa, and he couldn't get over in time. It's 4-2. 30 seconds in. And now no icing here. And a chance for a tight angle shot. Doesn't go. Came off the stick of Lesignan. He's been the most dangerous of these Owls tonight. That one's deflected home. Mario Serra makes it 5-2 before they can finish announcing the goal. The goal for Serra is his second of the year on the redirect. And Keene State answers. I'll take the wind out of your sails. So we're a minute into the third period. Both teams have scored. Good news is if you're RPI, that one hops up into the crowd. Good news is if you're an Engineer, you still have most of the period left. Look at the shot from the point. Looked harmless. Great redirection through the legs of Egri. Bernasian walking in, save made, poked wide, and we get a quick whistle there. And we get a penalty and an elbow. Who's it on? Zach Watkins is the guilty party. So RPI going back on the power play. They're 2 for 4, and we're going to draw this again. .45 left in the third. 5-2 Keene State. Engineers just scored a power play goal to draw within 2. They're going to have to do it again. They want to hang around here. Kim. Schaller just works it down low for Miller. He picked up that goal. Now Chase Woods. Kim. Across. Borgery. Kim went through his legs. Bouncing puck out to center. And now Borgery, historically has not wanted anything to do with defending. Gets helped out there as they get it deep. Miller. Back to Borgery. Woods down low for Schaller. Here's Woods, lines one up, hit a shin pad, kicks free to the point, kept in by Borgery. And diving play, cannot keep it alive in the zone. And it's cleared out halfway through this power play. Kim picks it up for the Engineers, and he'll wing it up ice. Not sure if he was trying to find Miller, but it does on the indirect. And then that pass across is intercepted and cleared down, knocked out of the air by Borgery, picked up by Zaverdes. And now giving it back to Zaverdes. RPI looks to start the breakout here for Borgery. Touch pass, no, Olivieri picks it up off the far wall. Olivieri stick handling in. Olivieri all the way in, backhand shot, save, rebound, score! It's Horner. It's a power play goal. And it's a 2-goal game again, and someone's going to the box out of this one. Olivieri has a little smirk for the crowd. It's the 3rd power play goal of the game. This time it's Sean Horner's, his 5th goal of the season, and the freshman has RPI within 2 again. And taking a penalty like Woods did back in the first period. This time it's the other way. De Cristoforo goes to the box, and the Engineers go back on the man advantage. And we still have a lot of hockey left here. I'm not sure De Cristoforo would have taken his helmet off if he wasn't going to be on camera. And now he picks his nose. That's brilliant. Oh, good. If you don't love club hockey by now, I don't know what I can do for you. Now head coach Bobby Rodriguez has a chat with their official here. Here he is. I'm not sure what the discussion's about. Referee had heard enough. Now one of the fans is getting kicked out of the game by the referee. We got it all going on here. We have a fan getting kicked out of the game. That's no, there are some here, but there aren't that many to begin with. The ones that are here are rowdy, and you have to love it. Chipped into the corner. First one to it is going to be Ryan. Looking to cycle here for Olivieri. Olivieri walking in, makes a move, lost the puck, and it's cleared. Down by Serra. Mario Serra, the most recent goal scorer for Keene State. On the kill here. Now, a little miscommunication. Montemurlo ends up being the closest one to it. Swatted down, but picked up by Zaverdes. Entering the zone. Horner, Olivieri in his skates. Lost it there, chipped to the corner. Move back to the point. Here's Montemurlo. Wrist shot coming, hit a leg. Picked up Olivieri, pulls it back. Olivieri walking his way in, penalty coming up here. Zaverdes, a shot that goes wide. And a rebound's finally going to get touched up here. And our guy's going to have a 5-on-3 power play. It's going to be a trip or a hook. And it will be 5-on-3 for a minute 8. So the Engineers given every opportunity in the world to try and pull within 1. They now have a big advantage with 16:22 to go in the 3rd period. If you possess the puck near the opponent's goal long enough, you're going to draw attention. A lot of times you're going to draw a penalty. That's what Olivieri did. He was hooked in front of the goal. And a face-off coming. Clean win for Woods and the Engineers. And now walking in, Schaller, a wrister over the top. Rebound comes free, and it's chipped towards the point. Can the Engineers keep it in? Yes, they can. Here's Borgery. Firing high, and it comes off the back of the net. Woods. Borgery, 51 to go in the 5-on-3. Into the skates of Kim. Now Borgery again. A shot hit his own man. Miller picked up by Kim. He'll flip one wide of the goal. Schaller. Woods. Up top, Borgery. Another wrist shot save. Rebound cannot be cleared as Kim will track it down. It leaves the zone. Bouncing puck gathered in by Borgery. 26 to go in the 5-on-3. RPI down 5-3 in the 3rd period. Now Chase Woods steers it back for Borgery. Up top for Kim. Kim, a wrister that goes wide. Borgery again. Across for Woods. He's been quiet tonight. Engineers could sure use something from their top point getter. Nice job to keep it at the blue line by Woods. Now Bourgerie into the slot, skips through Miller. One man out of the box, good hit by Kim, but Keene State gets it deep anyway. Woods will try and wing it up ice blindly right to the line, but only Owls waiting for it there. Hollerin', and Keene State will just fire it down. Here is Woods for RPI. Stick handling is that long stride as he gets to center. 3-on-2. Wrist shot right on. Saved by Testa as Woods gets spilled as he took that shot. 20 seconds to go on the power play. RPI is now 3 out of 6 on the man advantage. Their 7th opportunity is ongoing here. But would be a big kill if Keene State can get the job done. Montemurlo thought about a slap shot, takes a little bit of a wrister. Zaverdis keeps it as Olivieri's wrapped up. Horner with a check. Olivieri hands it off there. Wants it back, trying to jam it in. A couple of jam tries, and Olivieri's willing to work his way in. We got a penalty coming up here. It's going to be a rough. Who are they calling it on? Oh my goodness. That is silly and preposterous at the same time. You have to be kidding me. That might be the worst call I've ever seen. Olivieri was lying on his back. How is that roughing? My goodness. That was atrocious. Oh my goodness. Penalty coming up. We have ourselves an old-fashioned referee show here. They must know the cameras are on. This is a trip on Kama, and 2 full minutes almost, 1:53 of 5-on-3 time. Let's see the trip if it actually happened. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unlike the Olivieri penalty, it actually happened. But still a tough one for Camo, who's just really trying to dig for a face-off and didn't pull his stick out of the pile before the Keene State centerman skated over it. So there's a backdoor feed. That one just doesn't connect. Wide open was Sweeney there. Couldn't corral the pass. Now Sweeney again has to catch it on his backhand and can't shoot. Back up top here. Wrist shot, sticked away, may have been redirected. Now a good stick in the lane by Zaverdis. Will try and track it down. Although Carigna's going to beat him to it. Shot down by Ryan. Still a minute 8 of 5-on-3 time here for Keene State. And do or die time for this RPI penalty kill. Carignan across a wrist shot, and that one went wide. It'll carry him all the way out of the zone. RPI catches a break there. Here's Carignan back in on the carry, drops it off at the point. Near side, Nutting, walking right in. A mask save by Egri, and they can't get it out of the zone. Another try redirected, easy tap-in goal for Nutting. As it hit a body on the way through. It's going to be a 5-on-3 power play goal. 3 for 7 now is Keene State. And Engineers can only shake their heads here. There's a phantom roughing call on Louis Olivieri. Was the cause of that one. Olivieri steals it back, And now the engineers are offside. They're still offside. And we're going to get a whistle here and another penalty. Yeah. They've proven this has been all about them, and it continues here in the third period, the officials. This is a hook on Keene State. Another look at the goal. Nice redirect in front, and easy as they come for Joe Nutting. He gets his first goal of the season for the Owls. 6-3 game. Shot deflected wide on the point try by Kim. So we're 4 on 4. RPI is going to get another power play. Officially Keene State 3 for 8 on the man advantage. But even now, and now a giveaway. Shot coming and a pad save made by Egri. There's a hit along the wall, gathered in here by Woods. He'll fire it down ice. This will be icing on RPI. I guess not. I don't know how. And now we got another penalty coming out. High sticking is going to be the call. We still have 12 minutes left of this game. We might not make it. I tell you. RPI may have a 5-on-3 advantage again for 1:23. I can't say I agree with that call either, but they're batting 25% for me in the last 4 calls, so what do I know? Either way, I didn't see a high stick there. The problem is if you start calling the ticky-tack stuff, you have to keep doing it to quote-unquote be consistent, and then we find ourselves with our third 5-on-3 power play one way or the other in this period. Here's Zaverdis back up top to Montemerlo, holding down low, skips through Horner. Horner, Zaverdis, back to Horner in his skates. Horner spins it up top, hands it off for Zaverdis, down low, redirected and covered up by Testa. You could make a bid for an unsportsmanlike play on every single whistle here, probably the rest of the way. Keene State player just kicks Olivieri's stick out of there. Completely necessary. Now here is Kim. Across for Borgery. Back up top for Schaller. Back to Borgery. Schaller, a wrister. That one's blocked nicely in front. Giving up the body there was Signan, who's doing it all tonight for Keene State. Across, here's Woods, holding. Back to Borgery. Wrist shot, he scores off the pipe and in. It's a 5-on-3 power play goal for Mitch Borgery. RPI now 4 for 7 on the power play. Now they have another one coming. Goal for Borgery is his 9th of the year, leads the team. Another look at it here as he went up top, off the left pipe, and in. Great shot by Borgery. And now Woods finding Borgery. Still in the power play for their 56 seconds. There's a good right pad save by Testa. Up top, Borgery will crank one, and the rebound is swept away. Miller puts his man in the corner. Schaller trying to dig it out. 37 seconds on the power play. More help comes in the form of Woods. And the puck is loose in there. They just can't seem to get it free. Now it's going to be cleared to center. Borgery is going to pick it up there. 22 seconds left on the power play. Borgery going coast to coast. Still Mitch Borgery. He gets knocked down there. A puck will be covered up by Testa. And now we get a cross check here from Watkins, and of course that won't be called. Yeah, they have no idea what's going on. It was a clean hit there. There's no problem with that. Then you have taunting, and you have a cross check after the play. You have to call that. I'm sorry. They've already lost the game, officials. They have no control, and it continues. Still 11 seconds on the power play. RPI's 8th. Tom Cooley, head coach for every year of this club's existence, having a chat there, obviously, about what ensued there. Right in front of the official. On the plus side, this is the first time this year that we've had one of these where the officiating has been great all year. Engineers have had a number of home games. Been fantastic. BU obviously game got out of hand, but everything was fine. New Hampshire, a 4-1 loss. There was nothing wrong with that one. I can't think of a previous game this year. This is the 7th home game for RPI. They've only put one away from here, and the first time we've had these issues. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. RPI breaking out quickly with numbers. Here's Olivieri on his way in. Backhand easy stop there. Covered up by Testa. 6-4 Keene State. We still have half the third period to go. Feels like it's been an eternity. All the penalties. We've had 3 5-on-3s, 2 for RPI, 1 for Keene State. Both teams have scored on them. All 3 5-on-3s have ended in goals for the team with the advantage. Face-off win for the Owls. And now a takedown in the corner. Why not? Horner has dumped his man there to the points of Verdes. Second try goes wide as his first one was blocked away. And now it's sent down ice. Wave off the icing. Egri is going to play this thing. Wobbles it across, and now it'll be moved out to center. Gathered in by Zaverdis. Campbell. Watkins. Stood up in the neutral zone. Kim throws a hit into Lesignan. And now Borgery trying to go cross ice with it. Woods is onside. It'll be swept around by Testa. Backhanded out to center. Gathered in by Kim. 8.5 to go in regulation. RPI down by 2. They haven't been within 1, I believe, since 2-1. There's a puck on goal. And now bit of a spray from Borgery. Testa, of course, takes exception. And we get a whistle and a draw coming up in the Keene State zone. No love lost between these two teams, and mix in some struggling officials and you get a wild third period. Stolen away here. Ryan behind the goal. Centering off the stick of Horner. And now moved out by Keene State. Shooting it in deep is John Holleran. Battled for by Gustafson. And it'll be kept in there. Lifted along behind, and now pinching over there was Federico. Gathered up by Kim. Kim stick handling to center ice. All by himself. Alex Kim. RPI changes 4 behind him. Nice work by Kim. RPI completes the change and gets the new set of skaters out there. It'll be spun up the boards. Zaverdis pinching. Nice job to get it deep. Here's Woods. across. Miller trying to walk it out in front. Woods backhand shot saved by Testa. Rebound loose. Another stop by Testa, and we get a whistle as the puck eventually goes in the goal. Borgery is dumped into the net, and we get a penalty here. Arm is up. Yeah. Well, you couldn't really expect any less than Borgery. He was going down already. Then he takes a cross check. That's a penalty. That's one. And then you have a rough on 17. That's it. That's nothing. That's nothing. There should be two penalties, maybe one on Keene State. There's a cross check. I don't know what Miller did here. Well, they missed that one. There's nothing Miller did to Gustafson that Gustafson didn't do to Miller, so I don't get how this is even, but whatever. Four on four. Woods, backhand shot, save made by Testa. Rebound still loose, and the second try will be covered up as well. Woods can't buy a goal here. Still 7 minutes left in this game. But Keene State still with a comfortable 2-goal lead. Said with just the hint of sarcasm, here is Campbell. Centering pass, pops in the air. Borgery. There's a hit with his shoulder. Shot comes from Zaverdis wide. Clearing effort. Campbell keeps it nicely. Campbell. Woods a shot and Testa saves. Rebound is still loose. Great save by Testa. Both goaltenders have had great games. It's hard to imagine that maybe being the case. Now we get a player down. And it's Tim Page who's the injured Owl here. And now we need about 6 people to get kicked out of this game, including the head coach who just swore at the referee. There was no hit there. What is he talking about? Keene State player Page kind of spun himself to the ice. And head coach Bobby Rodriguez gets kicked out of the game for mouthing off to the officials. RPI has a power play now. I missed this penalty, but that's also not surprising. Oh, serving the bench minor, of course. All right, another power play here. RPI is 4 for 8. 4 on 3 this one. That one tipped wide. It might have gotten the toe. Testa, who if Keene State holds on, you have to give Testa all the credit in the world. He has been spectacular in this game. Montemurlo. Horner, now we get a penalty here. What's this call? They get Olivieri for something? Did he breathe on somebody again? Another roughing on Olivieri. Oh my goodness. His previous penalty will go down in the history books as maybe the worst call in this building's history. We're 3-on-3 here for another 30 seconds before we go 4-on-4. So RPI now 4 for 9 on the power play. That penalty was short-lived. Zaverdis back for Borgery. A lot of ice here, 3-on-3, another 10 seconds. Engineers have 2 of the 3 guys you want out there in a 3-on-3. That one just missed from Borgery on the wrister. Chase Woods now back to Zaverdis. 2 men out of the box. Fed on goal. Blocker save into the net. We get a stoppage. So now we'll play 4-on-4 hockey for another 51 seconds before Keene State goes on their 9th power play. If that sounds outrageous, that's because it is. RPI 4 for 9 in the power play. Keene State 3 for 8 so far. 5 minutes to go. Bouncing puck, middle of the ice, cleared to safety. Schaller down low. Borgery up top, misses Kim all the way down. Out of his net is Egri. Now Owls on the attack. Puck goes down low, picked up by Woods. They'll chop it towards the line. It'll just leave the zone, where it's gathered in by Watkins. Back in they come. Shot goes wide. Karam's around. First one to it is Chris Bertone. And now Woods. Or excuse me, Kim rather. Power play time for Keene State for another 20 seconds. A little bit of speed here for Nutting. He has the most recent goal for Keene State, his first on the year. Works it back to the point nicely. Here's Holleran, right back down low. Swatted at by Zaverdis, kept in at the blue line. Glove down, but the Engineers pick it up. Out of the box comes Olivieri, and it's fed into the zone, kept in Zaverdis. 3:40 to go. Swatted to the side of the cage, where it's gathered in there by Holleran. He'll try to clear it out far side. Good pinch, Zaverdis keeps it in. Walking in is Ryan. He's knocked down on his way through. And now Olivieri. He's leaned into by Holleran. And now out come the Owls with 3:17 to go. 4-on-2 if they want it, but they dump it in and get a change. Sent around by Egri. Good hit in the corner, centering pass broken up. Out comes Borgery. Woods has to wait until the man he was coming on for left the ice. It was a smart play. Engineers could have had too many men there if Woods goes and touches that puck right away. Anyway, good snapping across the zone and a good rush there from Keene State. The chance came, shot from Silva, and Egri made the save. It's too bad they have to wait 4 months to play again. Next meeting is February 1st between RPI and Keene State up in Keene, New Hampshire. But I'm sure they'll won't forget tonight. And it was offside. Hopefully the officials have better control of the game up there than they did here. Three for 9 officially are the Owls on the power play. RPI 4 for 9. And this one's winding down. 2.5 to go in regulation. Tipped in by Borgery. Trying to find it. Threw it behind the goal. Picked up by Woods. Borgery off the boards. Nobody picks him up. Fed across. Went right through Schaller. Indirect to the point. It's intercepted. Outlet pass. Turns into a 2-on-1. Broken up by Kim. And that one cannot be handled by Miller. Clark backhands it right back in, and with a 2-goal lead in Keene State, you can elect to just dump it in and make the Engineers go the length of the ice. Tipped into the zone, no, it was broken up. Schaller on the carry. Off the skate, Schaller trying to find it, and he will. Down low, centering pass, all the way through to Horner. Horner, a shot and a save made by Testa. Another big stop by the Keene State netminder. Tipped into the zone by Olivieri, 1:26 left. Let's see if they call for Egri. Olivieri gets free, and he lost the puck. Fed around, he's staying in there with 1:14 left. This is where goal differential becomes a part of when you do and do not pull your goalie in league games. It's actually more beneficial for RPI to not lose by more. I guess goal differential matters. It's a strange part of the standings and rulings here in the. I'm not sure if it's just the conference or all of ACHA hockey, but in a situation where you would normally see a college hockey team pull their goalie to try and get 1 and then 2 goals, a lot of times you'll see teams not do that in order to maintain goal differential. I believe it has something to do with tiebreakers more than anything else. 1:07 left. Keene State looks to be in control here with just over a minute to go, up by 2. Face-off win, shot in, we'll skip on by Campbell. Cross ice feed, Borgery a little bit of space, shot over the top, rebound comes free, Borgery has it again, and we get a whistle, and that came off. 50 seconds to go, and the face-off's gonna come outside the zone. Fixing the net at the east end. .38 to go. This one's lobbed high in the air. Comes down at center. Shot back in by the Owls. Borgery. Pass a little behind Campbell. 20 seconds left. Engineers need one now. Across for Borgery with 15 seconds to go. He'll slam it around. Here's Woods. Fired in front, right to Borgery's tape. And his shot's blocked away. Glove down by Zaverdis, who's offside, and we get a stoppage with 6.3. RPI is going to fall for just the second time in regulation this year. They're going to fall to 5-2, 0-1. Keene State wins its third straight. They're going to be 3-1-0 on the season. As face-off has worked its way back. Let's just hope everyone has a safe trip back to their benches after this one's over. There's some sportsmanship being shown. You have to like that between Olivieri and Sweeney there as they kind of tap gloves even as the horn is sounding. Well, we don't know how it affected play here in this one, but we've had better officiating. Anyway, Keene State wins at 6-4. Hard-fought game on both sides. They, like I said, the rematch in February. We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's game. Your final score was Keene State 6, RPI 4. You've been watching live coverage of RPI ACHA hockey on RPI TV.